The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman men's soccer head coach Stephen Lyons, I am Danielle Whaley, and this is the Eagles Sports Network as we continue our position previews, this time looking over at the forwards. We started off with a huge group with the midfielders, and now you go to a smaller unit with the forwards. And with this smaller unit, what are you seeing so far with this group?
Again, kind of from the midfield group, we've got good versatility. So a couple of the guys already, Philip Duranger's been up in the attack. Nenshaw, Margarita can play a little bit up top as well. Q will do a little bit of a role up top. So again, just that versatility to be able to play multiple roles and multiple formations.
When you look at the group up top in terms of returners, and you have three key guys coming back in Tobias Solom-Carlson, Ashley Kalanick, and Colin Hensel. And I mean, Toby was kind of the leader last season. He could be that going into this year. But with those returners, how do you expect them to lead this group of really new faces?
I definitely expect them to lead well, and I thought they did a good job last year. But I do think there's improvements in end product and the way we can combine in the final third to create more opportunities. And I think that with the new guys coming in as well, they'll certainly add to that mix and add different abilities to the group that we didn't have. And the returners I expect to lead. They know how we want to play. They know what we want to do, and kind of pull that new group up with them.
You look at Toby specifically last season, his sophomore campaign was one that was kind of for the record books. He was tied for leading in the roster in terms of goals scored, and then he had that injury that kind of stopped him towards the end of the season. Do you think there's a lot of pressure on him going into his junior year where, you come off of a 11-goal season and that injury happens? Do you think there's pressure on him to kind of revamp and be as strong as he was?
Not particularly. I think Toby is an individual that will probably put that pressure on himself. He wants to win, he wants to score goals, he wants to win soccer matches, and from the team standpoint, there'll be no pressure. I think if anything, the boys around him need to step up a little bit. We'll probably expect that Toby will be on most of the scout reports and might be marked a little bit tighter, but that's going to free other guys in and around him up to showcase themselves and their ability as well.
And you mentioned the new guys that are coming in and how they'll build onto that versatility within the group. But what are you expecting overall from the returners and the newcomers to kind of get things going with scoring this year?
Obviously looking to get off to a good start, but again, I think it's just the competition within the group to push each other. And we've got to constantly be looking to get better individually as a group and constantly pushing each other and challenging each other for goals in practices, minutes on the field, whatever it might be. And I think we've got a really, really good group that will be a tough group to break into, whether we're playing with one up there or two up there, whatever it might be. And it's on the boys to earn their spot and again, push them around them to be a little bit better as well.
Forwards are a smaller group, but they are still just as stout and willing to get out there and score as ever. Coach, thank you for your time and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
He is head coach Stephen Lyons. I'm Danielle Whaley, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.